Every year, sometimes every month or 2 weeks or even each week, people get paid. It's called an income. Sometimes you receive benefits like healthcare and dental. And sometimes even retirement. But everyone has an income tax. Kids grow up knowing that in the future they will have to have a job in order to make money. We asked some kids what they wanted to be.
I want to be a mechanical engineer.
Well, recently it's become a more difficult decision. After doing the musical, I kind of actually want to maybe try and go into that. But if I were to give a safe answer, I'd say I'd want to be a teacher when I grow up.
I want to be a football coach. I want to make like.
I don't know.
Wow, when I grow up, I would like to be a professional football player.
Be a athletic trainer.
When I grow up, I want to be a reader, psych therapist, and a writer.
And I want to be either a teacher or a baseball player when I grow up.
I want to be a biomedical person.
A plastic surgeon.
Probably want to be a car designer or manufacturer.
When I grow up, I want to be either a doctor or an actress.
I don't know what I want to do.
I'd like to go into the medical field, preferably in human medical technologies.
Generally, the higher education you achieve, the higher your income will be. Do kids really know how much they will be making in their future jobs?
Money you want to make or like anything?
No.
All right, thank you.
I'm going to make a lot of money. And it won't last very long.
Over $100,000 a year at least.
Around $80,000 a year.
With that job, I think I'd be very well off if I can keep myself intact.
If I was a doctor, I would be pretty well off. And I think I'd be okay. I'd be
I think I make a good amount, but it depends on the hour. I think it's around 50,000. About 50,000 annually.
I think I would be well off. Yeah, I think so. I mean, I'm not a big spender. I don't need material things, and teachers make enough to live on. And so I think I'd be satisfied with how I would be set financially.
I'm not sure of two things. One, how well they would pay, and two, if they would be successful enough to be as a viable job.
Actually, I mean, I've heard they make like probably 50 to like 60,000 a year. It's lots of money.
Okay, thanks.
I assume very well. Very well.
Jobs offer varying degrees of healthcare insurance, retirement plans, vacation, sick days, and pension plans. Inflation reflects an erosion in the purchasing power of money. Over time, inflation has required wages to rise in order to match the increasing demand and price of goods. Everyone's income is taxed. Duh. Which goes to the government to pay for public goods and federal things.
Let's see. What I wanted to be when I was a kid, I wanted to be an astronaut. I wanted to go to Mars. And I'm not. The thing about that was life got in the way, and so things changed. Now, I've done a lot of different things, but astronaut is not one of them. So, yeah.
How about your financial expectations?
My financial expectations were basically when I was your guys' age, I didn't have any financial expectations. People didn't worry about money. You went to work for somebody and you worked forever until you retired, and then you got a retirement, and that was it, and Social Security. And it's not like today where you can have, 3 dozen jobs in the course of your lifetime. And that, most people who are working right now A majority of American workers, I think, have worked at that place for less than 4 years. Most of the workers in America are transitory. I mean, you're just moving around. So it's a different kind of financial situation. You've got to plan for yourself. You can't have other people plan for you. So, and that's one thing that's changed dramatically, I think, in my lifetime about finances anyway.
Yes, actually, I think I have. I mean, who doesn't always want more money? If somebody was just getting it out on the truck outside, I would definitely go get some. But I've managed it pretty well. I'm frugal by nature, so I get what I want, but I usually go for the things that aren't so expensive if it'll do the same thing. So I just kind of manage how I spend my money. I manage credit cards. I had one in college that I opened up that my parents didn't know about. And then once I got my first job, I found out that I was spending more to pay off the credit card that I had spent during college than I was getting the things that I wanted as now a new teacher with my own home and job. And so that was a lesson that I learned a little bit the hard way, but thankfully it wasn't horrific. I paid that off, ripped it up, and then I don't do credit cards at all. I don't have one. That's been helpful to me. But yeah, I do pretty well.
What advice do you have for kids today about their career goals and financials?
Well, first and foremost, be leery of credit cards. And people don't just give you free money or things, usually. So when it sounds like a really, really good deal, oftentimes you need to unpack that a bit because it's probably not a good deal and eventually you'll end up paying in the end if you're not careful. As far as how to reach the career goals, I think a really high quality education. Go to college. I think learning is great for learning's sake.
Have an open mind. Don't put your goals as concrete, set in stone kinds of things. Have an open mind. Life is going to change, and your goals should change with them. And you can be happy doing anything as long as you've got passion. So just approach your life with passion and keep an open mind. That's it. Now, as far as finances, take 10% of your paycheck and put it in the bank, period. Every paycheck. And I'm not kidding. You'll be a lot happier if you do that. Okay?
I think a really high quality education. Go to college. I think learning is great for learning's sake. So even if you don't end up working in the job that you thought you might work in, I think that the kind of knowledge and critical thinking skills that you get from being aware of what's going on in the world and aware of more perspectives from around the world is really important. So I think good quality education. Believe in yourself. Don't quit. Be dedicated and persistent. There'll be two ways.
So now you know all you need to know about income, benefits, inflation, and most importantly,